those knees to aim to please me. Show me that satisfaction, and I'll freeze like an iceberg. My mind's got baby, you observe. My hands are tight, but I hold the knife. Don't let my number be unheard. Step back, where's the action? Show me some of that attraction. Oh, use those knees to aim to please me. Show me that satisfaction, and I'll freeze like an iceberg. My mind's got baby, you observe. My hands are tight, but I hold the knife. Don't let my number be unheard.
This body is dry, so let's get it out the way. Smooth talker, I'm giving you a number. You tell me walk away, you tell me not to leave. Come closer, hit you for fast exposure. This body is dry, so let's get it out the way. Smooth talker, I'm giving you a number. You tell me walk away, you tell me not to leave. Come closer, you're too far for disclosure. This body is dry, so let's get it underway. Smooth joker, I'm giving you a number. You turn and walk away. You tell me not today, not today, not today. Get this body underway. Oh, you need to grab the knife before I let you touch the base. Not today, not today. Get this body underway. Oh, you need to grab the knife before I let you touch them down, baby.
Let's see.
Step back, where's the action? Show me some of that attraction. Oh, use those knees to aim to please me. Show me that satisfaction, and I'll freeze like an iceberg. My mind's got baby, you observe. My hands are tight, but I hold the knife. Don't let my number be unheard. Step back, where's the action? Show me some of that attraction. Oh, use those knees to aim to please me. Show me that satisfaction, and I'll freeze like an iceberg. My mind's got baby, you observe. My hands are tight, but I hold the knife. Don't let my number be unheard.
Alright. Excuse my face looking like shit. I got bit by a spider. Now my eye is completely swollen. Alright, what is this? California SovCits. Driving without a license.
Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a sovereign citizen traffic stop out of California. The officer has already stopped him for no rear plates, but as he goes to check to see if he has front plates, the SovCit jumps out of his car, causing a confrontation between them both. This is where the video starts.
Absolutely not, Mr. Pearson, because you made me fear for my life. You know why? How many black people got killed by cops? You got a gun and a taser.
That's right.
And I'm afraid, and you're afraid. You got a gun and a taser, and you're afraid of me.
I'm not.
You have a gun and a taser, and you fearful of me getting out my car while you keep going to the front of the car and saying that and lying on me, for one. Okay. I just told you my name, and you said I failed to identify.
So your name is Mindset?
Yes, that is my mindset.
Okay.
So Bon Jovi's not Bon Jovi, Prince is not Prince.
That's a ridiculous analogy. Bon Jovi and Prince are both stage names and not their legal names. I'm sure when Bon Jovi hands over his license, it has his real name, John Francis Bon Jovi, printed on it. Likewise with Prince, who is no longer with us. His real name was Prince Rogers Nelson. Bit of trivia there for you.
Get back in the car.
No, but now you're pushing me to get back in the car.
I'm asking you to get back in the car.
I'm telling you I'm not getting back in the car because your reason for it is because you're afraid. I'm not going to do anything to you. My hands are, no, I'm staying here. For what? I'm staying here with my hands up. Now, and then you saw his hands was on me, right, Officer Miller? How you doing, Mr. Miller?
I just got here. What's going on?
I'm Mindset, and what's going on is one of your officers. Oh, you didn't even want to shake my hand.
Well, I'm sorry, but the officer isn't going to just take your word that you're not going to do anything. He doesn't know you or your intentions, and don't be offended when a cop won't shake your hand. He may not feel comfortable doing it, especially in today's climate.
So it's like I'm an Aboriginal. I'm part of the Ohlone tribe. My vehicle that is registered to my manager and boss that I work for community development to bring the community closer to the law enforcement, it didn't have a plate on the back. So that's why he pulled me over. Once I let him know it was a plate on the front, he let me know that he needed to check the registration.
I really don't know what you are crying about here. This is perfectly normal procedure for a traffic stop. The officer can legally ask you for your details.
Because I'm driving without a plate on the back.
Required in California.
But I am not a citizen of the United States.
Even if you aren't a citizen of the United States, you are driving on a public road in the state of California. You need to produce your documents.
I have Native American rights. And y'all are on a Native American tribe. Like, why? Like, that makes, if I didn't know my rights.
Where did you get the plates from?
I just let you know. I didn't get the plates. I just told you I'm working with my boss. I'm coming out here to do libations. Which is a Native American ritual to keep peace, so the summertime won't bring negativity.
Well, I don't think your peaceful ritual can come soon enough. You shouldn't be getting so heated and stressed over a simple traffic stop. Unless, of course, you do have something to be stressed about.
Oh,
Boss's car, though?
it's my boss's car. So, and I told him that. So if you go check and register and identify anything with it, that now you're putting me under whatever the.
We associate the car with the driver. So
But I'm also letting you know I'm Native. So if you associate it with the car with the driver, you have to associate the driver with his national rights.
Wrong. Your supposed nationality isn't a factor here. The officer's duty is to check that you are driving in accordance with California state law.
But he didn't even identify.
What's the right part you're trying to?
Because I'm not a citizen of the United States.
But we still have to go about our job.
Yeah, and why you keep breathing heavy every time I tell you I'm not a citizen?
I'm just breathing, man.
Man, you're breathing heavy because one of the things, Officer Pearson.
What was your name again? You said?
It's Mindset. I told him it's 369 Mindset. But Officer Pearson already touched me.
Mindset's the first name or the last name?
369 is the first name, and Mindset.
Well, that is the name of your YouTube channel, but why do I get the feeling that 369 Mindset isn't your legal name?
So,
How do you go by 369?
you're asking this. Like, the thing about, do you know what you're doing with questions?
What's that?
What's your first name?
Andrew.
Andrew, what's your last name?
Muller.
Okay. Paula?
Muller.
Muller.
Yeah.
Andrew Muller. What's your middle name?
I'm not giving more to it.
Okay, so in that, Andrew Muller, we asked the equal amount of questions now. Now we're back on the same playing field. So it's just like, in understanding your rights as a citizen of Earth.
Well, I'm sorry to have to break this to you, Mindset, but you are driving a vehicle on a public road in California. California is in the USA. The USA is on Earth. So, yes, the cops are well within their jurisdiction
sneaky little bitch.
to ask you for your details.
When you fall under a nation, I'm not trying to make a scene, but when you fall under a nation, and I asked, you're his boss?
No.
So I asked for his boss because his boss would know the protocol I'm talking about.
This guy is starting to sound more like a Karen than a SovCit. Maybe I need to retitle this video, Male Karen Demands the Boss's Boss.
He needed but he told me that I couldn't get out the car after he lied on me because he feared for his life. So it's like I should feel like it's two of y'all, one of me. I should feel very threatened. And then we creating a scene right before I do a ritual to keep peace.
Okay. Mr. Mindset, the car is obvious has one. The car has to abide by California regulations.
Why is that?
Because it's a California registered car.
So
and
there's hundreds of cars
it's being driven in California. Okay.
So
the no rear plate is required for cars in California.
So
we contact the driver during that. I understand that there's more to it. What you're
there's absolutely a lot more to it.
Citizenship. However, we still have to abide by the process where the driver is still part of the car in the sense that we have to conduct complete our end of it with the investigation.
Why is there an investigation being had? Because it was a misunderstanding
No,
about.
no,
No, it's like I just told him what happened to the rear plate.
Whether your story is correct or not, it's still a violation to not have a rear plate on your car, meaning the cop has probable cause to stop your vehicle.
I did, Mr. Pearson. Did you remember what I told you? What happened to the rear plate?
He fell off when you were towing.
And don't you see the tow stuff on the back of that?
Yeah, and then he just has to check with all the ID, make sure it all works.
But why do you have to check that?
That's why we're required to.
For citizens. So can you get his boss so his boss can tell me and go by the guidelines and the rules of.
If the boss says it and you're not going to believe him, you're going to want to talk to his boss?
I'm gonna talk to your boss because
How many bosses is he going to go
any
to?
boss that'd be like, all right, this guy is aboriginal.
So basically,
God damn it.
until you hear what you want to hear, despite what the law says, you won't comply. Good luck with that.
Where is your boss for the car? Is he nearby or no?
He's in Oakland.
Okay. He knows you have the car, so that's not a problem, right? We just have to confirm that the plate matches the...
Why is that a confirmation that's necessary?
It's easy enough for us to do, to run the...
I know that, but why? But you're giving me information.
Oh,
so
shit.
why is that? Why is running all of that necessary? Because I haven't broken any laws.
No, you were driving a car that doesn't have a rear plate. The officer comes to check on you, to check the vehicle. You've now interacted with him, gave him an explanation. He follows up, looks, and it's like, okay, this sounds likely. I need to confirm it because this is just the nature of the contact. He confirms what you said. If it turns out, I'm not saying you are, but if it turns out you or someone was driving a car in a similar situation and they were lying and they had more to hide and more to do, like going on, the officer shouldn't expect you to believe them either. They have to confirm that. The person is likely who doesn't want to be caught is going to lie to an officer. We're not saying we don't believe you. We just have to. It's just our formality. You have to confirm it. You made the contact.
So, but in my formality, having all of this go down, that I'm unlicensed.
And finally, the truth drops. It was only when you realised your BS wasn't working on the cops, but at least you fessed up.
And I'm telling you that. As the same thing I told him when I'm in my citizenship. So y'all are running me through procedures that doesn't abide to my country, and y'all trying to get me to agree to it so that y'all can do it. And the thing about it is I'm not agreeing to it.
Oh, no.
And y'all are still trying to make it seem like you're supposed to do this because this officer pulled you over without a plate. And he thought I had no plates. But when I told him I do have one plate, there's cars that...
What we usually encounter is no front
This guy's really bad at the SovCits stuff. I kind of feel bad for him.
plate. There are no rear plates unusual. It's just not common.
So, like, I'm not a common person
Okay.
that drives in this land, so I don't know all of your commonalities.
Oh, really? Well, you sure do spend a lot of time in your car, sorry, your boss's car, to say you don't know all the commonalities.
So it's dope that we can go through the process and the paperwork, but my thing is, I feel threatened.
Threatened?
I feel threatened.
That sounds like a you
In my
problem.
feeling threatened, in my feeling attacked, in my feeling whatever y'all have going on, like it's the running of the plates, I still say no to. And I want to know why. I want his manager.
Well, the running of the plates isn't your call, bro. That's for the police to do.
For him putting his hands on me because he was fearful because I got out of the car after he heard me lie. He lied on me and say I didn't identify myself.
Oh my God,
To
my
make it seem
fucking
I'm not
eye hurts so
cooperative.
bad.
I've been cooperative
Holy
the whole
shit.
time.
Being cooperative and identifying yourself means getting back in your vehicle and handing over your ID. So even your own video shows the officer not lying and you doing the opposite of what you said you were doing.
So I've been a part of this legal system since before I knew who I was, and
But you understand
I
That doesn't make sense, bro.
definitely understand.
the nature of police contact. At some point,
They have no right to touch a person, bro. Like.
I wasn't here.
Abide by, I am not being detained, so I don't have to abide by any detainee laws.
detained right now.
How am I being detained right now?
It isn't a
traffic
It's
stop.
a traffic stop. It's the simplest detainment, actually. It's the most common. I know you're aware of traffic stops, right?
Of course he is aware of what a traffic stop is. He's just plain ignorant. He spends too much time in his vehicle, his boss's vehicle, to not understand the concept of a traffic stop.
So the detainment happens when the person agreed to the traffic violation.
No.
That's why you got to get them to sign the ticket to agree to the violation.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
So I'm aware of, and I'm gonna let you know why he realized and followed up with his reasoning for stopping me. Because cars with no plates usually break into other cars.
That is common here.
But happen to be a black person, melanated being, that is not something that you should want to say.
I was behind you.
I know, it's cool though.
Come on, man, you don't really need to go there. Keep spewing your SovCits BS, but don't bring race into this unnecessarily.
I know. I know.
The rear plate now.
Now we got all these park rangers. I hope one of them are your boss.
Yeah.
Destroy 3 projectiles.
Unfortunately, that's where this one ends. You just cut the video. 9
2
times out of 10,
headshots
it's
with
usually to save face because they either got a bunch of citations, got their car towed, or got arrested. Either way, I thought this was worth sharing because we may get to part 2, who knows. Let me know what you think happened in the comments below.
I guess I need to watch this one because this is his newest one.
It's private, so it's privately owned.
Okay. So it's not registered in any
she's
state or
Australian.
territory, New South Wales?
No, I'm not part of the state.
Nope. Okay.
Saying you're not part of the state is a meaningless statement and doesn't absolve you from any of your statutory obligations. Anyway, now she produces one of the funniest and crappiest sovereign ID cards I think I've ever seen.
Nope. Okay. Do you have any identification on you?
I do. Just been asked for identification. Just pulling out my... There you are.
Thank you.
Okay, so for a laugh, let's take a closer look at this quote-unquote ID card, or as she likes to call it, an individual recognition card, which has a very recent creation date, so you know she's new to this. And for some arbitrary reason, the card expires in 2033. She's most commonly known as, well, her name. Her status is of a sovereign living woman, which means absolutely nothing. She took her first breath in 1990.
Yo, it legit looks like she printed that from home and just threw it in a laminator. I could legit make that.
And that first breath was, wait for it, on Earth. Like, there are other options to that category. She also gives her email address for some reason and lists her blood type as unknown. So, what is the point in listing that as a category? Anyway, I give the card 2 years before it starts going a dingy yellow colour and curling up at the edges.
God damn it.
Has the vehicle ever been registered as far as you're aware?
Yes, it has.
Yep. Do you remember where or know where?
Too many people.
Well, I guess when I first bought it.
Yep. You don't remember which state it was registered?
Oh, Victoria, yes, yeah.
I'm just going to do some checks, okay? Do you hold a current license in New South Wales or in Victoria? Any other state, territory?
I'm not. I'm private, so I'm not under any
So
public
you don't hold
law.
an actual license? You're just operating
Headshot.
under your own...
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Law of morality, LORE.
Yep.
Need
Yeah.
2 of them.
Law of Morality, what
Fuck
the
yeah.
hell is that? You do know The Witcher is a TV series, like a fantasy drama, like not real life. Wait, in this context it makes perfect sense. Please carry on.
I'll just do these checks.
Thank you. She's doing some checks, whatever that means. Sovereign plates. She's taking photos. So, taking their time. Over there. Just doing some checks.
You're gonna get arrested.
Okay, so do you go by Chloe, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So whereabouts are the plates that belong to the vehicle? The registration plates
Where are
that
they?
are actually attached to it? That it's obviously registered?
Yeah.
Yep, so whereabouts are the number plates that belong to the vehicle?
In the car.
In the car at the moment?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Why aren't they being displayed?
Oh wait, the car has plates?
Well, I'm going sovereign.
Which basically
Oh,
means
God.
driving illegally.
Okay. Pretty much.
Bad idea, girl.
Well, I'm slowly removing myself from being under your corporation, because you're actually a corporation, so you're like you just collect money. You're like a business.
Well, I'm not, but sure.
Yeah, you work for the company.
Whatever you think, sure.
Yeah, New South Wales Police, like any other police or governmental agency
Goddamn.
in Australia, New Zealand, the United States,
I can't see.
UK or Canada, are not corporations because they are listed on some random website like Dun & Bradstreet. I've explained why in previous videos, and if you didn't drive illegally, then you wouldn't have to worry about the fines that are obviously coming your way. This is what's called playing the victim.
So anyway, I'm just transitioning into interactions with police and getting all my certificates and everything I need to pretty much state that you have no authority over me, because without the number plates and without the license, I'm not actually under your membership.
No, without registration plates and a license, you'll be an illegal driver. It has nothing to do with membership. Memberships are voluntary, the law isn't. I also like how she refers to the very many traffic stops definitely coming her way as transitioning into interactions with the police. That's comedy gold.
So you can rightfully pull over anyone who has a registration plate in whatever state, because you're registered into a membership. I know you're probably not interested, but without that, technically you end up in court and it gets thrown out because they say, oh, you've got loss of license. But if I don't run under a license, then there's nothing to lose.
Well, under the
Sounds
legislation,
easy.
obviously in New South Wales, you are driving a vehicle, well, you're not currently driving right now, which is fine, but whilst you're driving a vehicle in New South Wales, it must be registered.
Yeah, they
and
say
you must
that
be
in every
licensed to
state.
drive that. Okay?
Only if I'm
That's
under
obviously
your...
why I'm making these inquiries. Yes,
Yeah.
you understand that?
Well, I guess that's your job.
I will let
I
you know as
understand.
well, obviously, that I have a body-worn video camera that records everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
used
so
to
can
that.
you grab those plates out for me just to show me which ones they are?
Can I
that are
have my
attached?
identity?
I'm not finished with it yet, so
Okay.
I'll continue dealing with you. That's fine. But can you grab the plates out for me? Please, have you got them there? Do you have them there?
This is where the whole fake sovereign facade falls away. We find out that she does in fact have a driver's license on her and valid plates inside the car, and they're not going to let her drive away until she attaches the still valid plates to the car. This is going to be an expensive lesson for her.
So you have your Victorian driver's license there that you previously operated under?
Yes, I do.
Yep, do you have it there with you at the moment?
Yes.
Yep, may I please see it? You've got it there? I understand you give me this one, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
I can see that you've got a Victorian driver's license, and that's great.
Okay. So these are my registered plates.
Yep.
What's the point of the video then? If you have a registered vehicle and a driver's license.
With the state?
Yep.
But
So when did you take those off?
Yesterday. I'm not part of the state.
Well, you are though. You have a driver's
What does that
license.
statement even mean? And what does saying it on a traffic stop actually achieve? Verbalising it doesn't give you immunity from the law. It's just pointless word salad.
And that's my property, so... Well, it's not my property, but it is at the moment.
It becomes property of the state, I suppose.
Exactly.
doesn't it?
God.
Yeah. And I'm not property of the state, so you can't take me. And rightfully...
The number plate that's being displayed at the
Rightfully, because they're registered,
moment
they
is
should
not
be.
able to be displayed. It's unlawfully displayed because it's displayed as a registration plate, which it's not.
On private property. On private property.
If we put
not
those on
private
now,
property.
should we like to go?
Well, she's facing some fines at the moment,
They
theoretically.
don't affect me, because they're unlawful.
But yes, for her to drive the vehicle, these need to be displayed because it is registered in Victoria, and that's what is exempting her from requiring New South Wales registration to drive on the roads here in New South Wales.
The public roads.
Tomato, tomato. That's all I've got to say there.
Your opinions can be whatever they want to be, that's fine. I'm not arguing with you there, but unfortunately the law is the law in this state, and that's what we're here to...
The lower...
LAW, yes.
Really?
Okay, so I'm not going to get into a discussion with you about what your beliefs are. That's fine. You're welcome to have whatever beliefs you like.
Oh, I can identify as what I want too.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not arguing with that. You can do whatever you want. That's
Yeah,
fine.
cool.
But These need to be displayed on your vehicle for you to be driving it in New South Wales. Okay,
Well, any state, really.
Any state,
You're
yes.
going to say that.
We'll put them on so we can get out of here, eh?
All right, but I've got some
once you
more
get to
inquiries to
Go.
make.
I'm good. I'll just hang. I'm happy. No, I'm happy. I'm happy to just hang.
Okay,
Get me
so
further up the road.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's learnt her lesson. She won't be changing those plates back over when the police leave at all now, will she?
did you find your driver's license there? Your Victorian one?
Can I have my property back yet?
I will give
or-
it back to you
Okay.
when I'm finished talking to you about it all. I don't plan on keeping it. No. So do you still reside at that address on your license, or have you moved from there? Now you're living under your own.
Well, I'm kind of in and out of car life, so.
Yep.
But yeah, if any mail or whatever, that'll go there.
Yep. Okay. Give me a second. I'll make a couple more inquiries. Okay, and I'll be back.
Living in a car must be hard enough, but to then pile the sovereign citizen crap on top of all that must make everything 10 times worse. Who would choose to live like that?
Sorry about the fines.
Oh, I'm not.
No, I'm talking to them.
Oh, you don't
Sorry
have
about
to.
the fines. Like,
You-
who cares?
It doesn't bother me anyway. They get sent back.
Yeah. Just keep sending them back.
They're not.
How about it?
They're not lawful anyway. They don't affect me. I just write a letter and they can't.
Empathy.
We don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need sympathy. I need some people to stand up around here.
Of all the injustices that you could be standing up for, and you choose the one that doesn't make any sense or will ever work. That's just so dumb.
Thank you.
These need to be displayed on your vehicle.
As I've been told.
Those ones can't be.
So what happens when I no longer have a registration? So because I've still registered to them for
They are
6
still
months.
registered, yep.
Yeah. So after that happens, then technically, because I'm not
becomes
part of the
unregistered.
state. Well, only if I'm part of the state with plates, but
Well, that's
without.
what
Technically, you'll lose your car, which, as you say, is your home, which obviously will leave you homeless, and you'll likely have an even bigger fine because you'll be a repeat offender. But, you know, you do you.
That's what I'm here to talk about is the legislation in New South Wales. Okay, I'm not here to talk about whatever legislation you're
What about
deciding to
universal
operate
law?
under.
Like
because
one small area. What about
It's
universal
not
law?
what we're here.
No such thing as universal law. No such thing.
We're here for, okay?
Yeah.
So your license is current. That's fine. It's all active. That's all good.
But I need. Look at this handy.
Okay, do you
well,
understand?
Thank you.
So they need to be removed and these need to be displayed correctly.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to receive 2 fines in the mail
That's
to that address on your
fine.
license
Good luck
in
with
relation to not displaying the correct number plates and to displaying unauthorised number plates.
Both not
Okay.
actual criminal offences, but
I'm not going to argue with you. I've said
You
that.
don't have
All right?
to, 'cause it won't-
They
it does-
will be
they don't
sent-
stand
They
in
will be
court.
sent to that address on your license within 7 to 10 business days and have all your disposal options on them. Okay? Do you have a-
They are not criminal offences, so they won't stand in court. So why are the police wasting their time writing tickets if they don't stand up in court? That would be a waste of taxpayer dollars if that was the case.
So first attempt of being half sovereign because I'm still registered and I'm still licensed. It didn't go so well. So I probably made it like 4 hours up the road. Wait, 3 hours? 3 hours up the road before I got harassed by some pigs who harassed me, stalked me,
I feel like they were really nice to you.
and then they fined me, but that doesn't mean shit to me.
I guess we'll see how much it bothers you towards the end of this video.
So I had to change my plates back over. That didn't work. I mean, it might work more if I'm actually. Well, probably not. I wouldn't go down. That's like these. You cannot talk to these people. You cannot talk to police. They don't give a fuck. You can't talk to them. You just can't talk to them.
No, they just didn't buy into your la-di-da universal law BS, where the world is how you want it to be rather than how it is. You know, like reality. We are not required to buy into your alternative reality.
They don't care. They say under this New South Wales legislation crap. Fuck. I'm travelling, I'm passing through. I am not a New South Walian. But still, they don't give a fuck.
You shouldn't be allowed to have a driver's license. You're that ignorant of the traffic laws. You don't deserve to be allowed to drive.
But again, I chose this path path, and I'm not giving up that easy.
Yeah, that's
So
a bad
we will
idea.
definitely be seeing you again in the near future then, especially if you're driving around on fake plates that match the colour scheme of your car. Let me give you some free advice. This path is dumb. Nothing about what you're doing has ever been successful. You've been lied to by a bunch of scammers, and if you carry on down this path, it will only lead to failure. You're not the first to walk this path, and you certainly won't be the last. But hey, you do you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. As always, I will be keeping an eye on this channel and will keep you updated on her shenanigans, because this is not over. Right, take...
You are going to be placed under arrest.
What's the crime? I'm telling you.
It's about to be broken.
More Australians? I mean, I
You will
like Australians,
damage
but
my private property. You.
I'd rather watch dumb Americans. Yeah, we already watched that one.
Yes, ma'am. I need a Montgomery County officer down here at 65 New Hampshire Avenue. I just was assaulted by... Okay, what station is this? What station is this? Okay, I need a supervisor over a sergeant just assaulted me. I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to file federal charges. If you're not going to do your job, I'm going to file federal charges on this individual right now. You're not going to call? You're not going to send a supervisor over this sergeant?
After covering this Tacoma Park Sovereign Citizens Right to Travel arrest video a few weeks ago, I decided to look back over his channel at some of his older videos to see how he got to where he is today and why he hates the police so much. But it's obvious to me now that he's always been this way, or at least that's what his channel shows. But while looking through those videos, I came across this little gem from a couple of years ago, where he is so desperate for attention from the police that he resorts to acting like a toddler, having a tantrum to get it. Unfortunately for him, he chooses the wrong cop to bait and ends up in a nice pair of shiny silver bracelets.
These fucking planes, man.
This is what Tacoma Park security guards do, is harassing people. What you just say?
Don't mess with the road, son.
Park up front, let me show you what I do next. Come on, tough guy.
Threat.
Come on, tough guy. Come on, tough guy. This officer just told me on my own property, don't mess with a sign.
It's not your sign. You're gonna get arrested for damaging state property.
You know, shaking a road sign like a toddler to bait the police is not the actions of somebody who feels harassed by the police. This guy is 58, by the way.
That's what I thought. He went back and parked on a parking lot.
Yeah, because he's probably got better things to do with his time than deal with a 58-year-old man-child who has an unhealthy obsession with law enforcement. Anyway, I'll spare you the shaky cam walk over to the police officer he feels harassed by.
This clown nigga here sits in a parking lot for his whole tour of duty, harassing people.
Now you're harassing him.
What's your name and badge number, officer? Let me have your name and badge number. You got a card?
No, I'm not giving you a card.
You're not giving me a card, sir?
Did you call?
Get your supervisor down here.
No, I am the supervisor.
Get your supervisor down here. Call your chief.
Okay.
This clown, officer right here refusing to give me his name and badge number. What's your name and badge number?
Years old, man.
What's your name and badge number?
You acting like it's 16.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Earl.
What's your badge number?
Don't worry about my badge number.
You're not gonna give me your badge number?
I don't have a badge number. We don't have badge numbers. It's in DC.
Get your supervisor.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I thought so, clown.
Be a man. You're 50.
Clown. I thought you was gonna do something if I shake that pole again.
Making things up again, I see. All I heard him say was, don't shake the sign. And what do? Shake the sign.
Like a child.
Man, shut the f up. Get the f here. You clown ass. That's what I thought. You sit over there and try to catch the person breaking in with me. All right? You got the right one. Sit down in your car like a little boy should do.
Yeah, that little boy will be placing you in handcuffs in a few minutes.
Oh, don't ruin it,
You
man.
ever come over here and bother me again? You understand that? You heard what I said?
Don't
ever come over here.
I don't get it.
All right? Stay over there where you supposed to.
Like they want to go to jail. I don't get it.
To be at. Boy, come and show me that I'm a boy. Come and show
You're
me I'm a
acting
boy.
like one.
Come and show me I'm a boy. That's what I thought, clown. Call for backup, because you can't do nothing with me. Boy.
Like a boy.
I'm not your boy.
You acting like a boy.
So long as you understand.
So for some strange reason, that's where he decided to cut and end part 1 to this video. I'm guessing because it didn't make him look very good. And then part 2 begins where things have calmed down a little, but the sergeant does have his baton out ready. And this idiot is on the phone to another police department claiming he's been assaulted.
I'm at 6500 New Hampshire Avenue. It's a business, a soul food restaurant on New Hampshire Avenue. We won't get disconnected. I just was assaulted by an individual that is walking around with a police uniform on.
You know he's got a body cam on, right? And they're going to watch that body cam, and if you're lying to him, you're going to get charged with filing a false police report.
Montgomery County Police Department here. I don't give out the telephone number.
Did you see what happened?
Okay, what I need is a law enforcement officer sent to this address. A Montgomery County police officer. Excuse me. Hello? I don't need a Tacoma Park. That's the individual that is Mark Card. He seemed to have a sergeant. What I need is a sheriff or a Montgomery County police officer here.
You need to grow up and start acting your age. Seriously, if this isn't misuse of 911, then I don't know what is. Props to this sergeant for remaining so calm in the face of such stupidity.
Don't be looking at me. You done fucked up. I assure you that.
You grow up, man.
No, you gonna grow up. Outside that uniform.
50 years old. Man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
50-some years old.
Okay. I'm gonna show you not to put your hands on the citizen.
You don't approach anybody. You don't come over here and approach a police officer, man.
Clown, please. Please.
See, that's your problem. You have no respect.
You're gonna get respect up there in Greenbelt. In Greenbelt, you're gonna get respect. Hello? Hello? Don't go nowhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't go nowhere. I promise you that. And I want your chief down here. I want your chief down here. Oh, yeah.
And finally, backup starts to arrive. I think we can all see where this is going.
I need you to call a supervisor over this clown right here. I was just assaulted by this individual.
He is a supervisor.
Well, I need somebody else. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, but these are Tacoma Park officers that are here. I need Montgomery County. I just was assaulted by a sergeant of Tacoma Park, Maryland.
I'm sitting here. He's like...
I need a Montgomery County police officer down here. Thank you. Hey, excuse me, officer. Is it possible I can call you, get your chief or whoever is in charge of him? Oh, don't worry. I'm going to file a complaint. I'm going to file a lawsuit, okay?
Of course you are, buddy. Don't forget to include the part where you swung on the street sign like a child to get his attention. And when that didn't work, you got right up into his face.
Hello?
Police department to file your complaint. It's just that simple. No one's coming here. You go to the police station, file a complaint. Just the guy that put that video up.
You right about that? I'm glad you understand. I'm the guy that put that video, and you on social media right now assaulting me. Oh no, you just turn that on, okay? But I promise you, your chief is gonna hear about it. You should have never put your hands on me. Half of them people saw you put your hands on me.
Yeah, you don't approach me.
I need your supervisor over here. There's somebody over here.
Yeah. Got some serious listening issues.
Say what? Oh, so that's what y'all do here? Is assault people and then tell them to go file a complaint? Hello?
Hello.
And on go the gloves. However, he still thinks he deserves the supervisor's supervisor, or the chief, or the sheriff, or Montgomery County, or whatever.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. I just called for 6500 New Hampshire Avenue. I just was battered by a sergeant of the Tacoma Park Police Department. You just got me. I have 4 Tacoma Park police sitting here now. I need Montgomery County or the Sheriff Department.
Are you in Montgomery
You need
County?
to be heavily medicated, put in a straitjacket, and then thrown into a padded cell for your own safety.
Oh, tell the story right, brother. You came up to me.
I got it right here.
No, you didn't. You cut that on after the fact. I was standing right there and you came to me. So no matter social media saw the whole thing. They saw it.
Yeah, what did
Fuck, I gotta turn the
social
fan
media
on.
see? I think they saw a 58-year-old man-child with an unhealthy obsession with law enforcement, and who is willing to do almost anything to get their attention, no matter what the cost. Am I right? Let me know in the comments.
Don't try to play it off now. And I will be filing a civil suit against Tacoma Park.
That's what you need to do.
I'm gonna teach you not to put your hands on people.
You don't approach, you don't get in my face. Period.
You walked up to me, man. What is you talking about?
Mad, I walked up to you.
It doesn't matter.
Get in my face.
It does.
Did I get in your face?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I need a Montgomery County officer down here at 65 New Hampshire Avenue. I just was assaulted by... Okay, what station is this? What station is this? Okay, I need a supervisor over a sergeant just assaulted me. I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to file federal charges. If you're not going to do your job, I'm going to file federal charges on this individual right now. You're not going to call? You're not going to send a supervisor over this sergeant?
You have a supervisor there, bro. Shit.
Hey, no, you can't go anywhere right now.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going nowhere, my man. You can bake on that.
Let me see your ID.
What crime have I committed?
Let me see
He
your ID.
doesn't
Arrest
have
me.
ID.
Arrest me.
Okay, so he was arrested for disorderly conduct and misuse of 911, which clearly happened. But according to him, the prosecutor dropped all charges. But that was 2 years ago, and he's since gone full SovCits and recently got arrested and got his car and bike towed, and now faces a slew of new charges. And he still has that love-hate, more hate relationship with Tacoma PD. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to support me, then please consider becoming either a patron or a channel member. Or you can leave me a super thanks. I would also like to thank my current members and patrons for their continued support. Before we get started with today's video, I would just like to address some...
My fucking eye hurts so much, and staring at the screen is killing me. Let me see what it looks like. Let me see. Oh, I don't have a big... Let me see. This is lobby. See, here's what it looks like. Hurts so bad. Alright. I don't recommend getting bit by a spider in the eye. It's not fun.
Mistake I made in my last video. A few of you brought to my attention that the quote, "You can't take my wife to jail, the judge isn't on duty tonight," didn't appear in the video. That's because I cut the clip out by mistake when I was removing dead air from the video during the editing process. I know, this is the kind of rookie mistake I should not be making now, but I sincerely apologise if I misled anyone with the video title. That was not my intention.
Oh, there's a guy behind me.
Anyway, here's the clip. Enjoy.
No, you can't, because you can't arrest you. There's no judge on duty tonight.
Right, onto today's video, which comes out of Rabun County in Georgia, where a Moorish sovereign citizen who claims to be the governor of Georgia gets pulled over by a state trooper for speeding, which turns into a search for drugs when the trooper smells weed coming from the car. Anyway, he does add some of his own bizarre commentary over the video, so I will be addressing that along with the traffic stop itself. Right, let's get into the video.
First, I gave him our USAR law enforcement pamphlet.
Okay, so this just explains to you what to do here in the U.S. if you get pulled over?
Yes, and to make sure that law enforcement understands that there's nationals traveling. Those are our issued driver's licenses, just to make sure that, because, you know, it's a learning curve. It's not, you know, common. So I make sure that I carry things to make sure law enforcement understands that I'm a national. I'm actually the governor of the province of Georgia, actually.
For success, it's important to stay calm and build rapport.
But yeah, I'm a holistic doctor, which is why I deliver the medical supplies. Board certified doctor.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen this.
So yeah, he's right. It is important to stay calm and maybe build rapport, but it's also important to hand over a real state-issued driver's license and registration when the trooper asks for it, and not some fake Moorish license along with a story about being a governor of a fake government.
Oh, you dick.
Now I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
How much marijuana is in the vehicle?
None.
Okay, I'm getting a strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle.
You can check if you like.
Okay.
You can check if you like. But it's my board certification.
Oh, I don't need that, sir.
And there, you can check. There's no marijuana in the vehicle. But I also have that as well from the national government. But there is no marijuana in the vehicle.
Government that doesn't exist.
It is at this point I pull out my USAR issued marijuana license.
Holy shit, is this like a how-to video? How to sovereign? This is stupid.
And put it on the dashboard for the officer to see.
So can we all just print out a fake license that gives us the authority to do whatever we want? I mean, I'm not having to go at people who use weed. I'm just saying there is a law making it illegal to be in possession of it, and especially using it whilst driving. But if we could all just print out a fake card issued by a fake government, then we would all be doing it.
I immediately let him know he can search, so he wouldn't grow suspicious.
I'll put these here.
Actually, I think it was the smell of weed coming from your card that made him suspicious.
But notice, he never tells me he's radioing for backup to move forward with the search until I ask him.
Why do SovCits always need their handheld on a traffic stop like it's their first day in preschool? It's getting really embarrassing. First of all, the trooper is under no obligation to inform you that he called for backup. And secondly, and more importantly, he did it not 2 feet away from you. Grow up.
But yeah, then they also advised to, you know, well.
I'm sorry?
I was just going to say that as governor, we always tell our citizens to let the officer know that if there's any verification that needs to be done or anything that you are supposed to call my president.
Okay.
I'll have to check, but I don't think speaking to a fake president from a fake government is in the job description of a Georgia state trooper during a traffic stop. That's why you got that, okay, from the trooper.
But yeah, and I do apologize for going too fast. Does it change? Does the speed limit drop at a certain point? Because this isn't my area.
Not till you get to Clayton. But the maximum speed limit in Rabun County, which is where we are right now, is 55.
And how many miles am I in Rabun? Rabun?
Inside of Rabun, you are probably about 6 miles inside Rabun right now.
How many miles to get through though? To where it
To where you're headed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think last
maybe
time,
5 miles.
I was looking at GPS to check. I think it last said I had 15 more minutes to get to this nursing home. So.
Okay. Yeah, you're not very far.
I can understand driving through an area he isn't familiar with can be tricky, but isn't that all the more reason to take your time and look out for the posted speed limits?
And my seatbelt's on.
Yes, I'm thankful for that. Thank you, sir. Hang on just a second. I'm trying to get my radio to work.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was trying to do. My GPS conked out on me a quick second with no signal while I was driving.
Just pointing out there that he said he was driving and not travelling.
Remember, our government is an ally with his government.
Your government doesn't exist.
So there's no need to be militant or hostile.
Otherwise, you'll go to jail or get shot.
With the officer.
What? Your government is an ally of his government? Well, first of all, the USAR is not a recognised government in the United States. I'm sorry, but it's just not. And while I applaud you for your approach to this traffic stop by staying calm and friendly, that's not the case with certain members of your movement, is it? Maybe you could send this video to your friends in Pennsylvania as a training video, because that guy over there is one angry more.
After engaging with the officer, he has a clear understanding that
no, he doesn't.
I am not a U.S. citizen.
No,
and he must engage
doesn't.
with me differently.
Is that why he called for backup and why he's dealing with you in the exact same way he would deal with anyone else?
As a national, I let the officer know I am fully compliant with his processes.
Okay, sorry about that.
You gotta check my registration and stuff?
No, since you said I could check the card because I do smell that odor, I'm asking for another unit to come up here.
Ah, damn.
Just so for officer safety.
Okay. Okay. I don't actually want to. You can go ahead and do what you gotta do because I'm trying to get to going.
I'm thinking real fast at this point.
Do I have to consent to a search?
You already did.
I didn't. That's not exactly what I was trying to do. Consenting to opening my car and doing all this.
Bro, you just said there's no weed in my car. You can check. You just said that.
There is no marijuana, so.
Okay, just let me check real quick then.
Illegal in the vehicle. No. So.
God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think consenting to a search means? It literally means searching your vehicle for a contraband. I mean, it's irrelevant anyway because the trooper said he can smell weed coming from your car.
I mean, you don't have to consent, but I mean, with the odor I'm smelling, I'm just going to get a canine out here.
I was waiting on him to say that.
I mean, it's up to you.
What's up to me?
If you want to give consent or not. Consent to search the vehicle.
If I consent, does a canine have to come? We have to wait on all those things?
No, sir. If you consent, we don't have to wait on a canine.
I knew the answer to that. I just wanted to hear him say it.
I don't need to be waiting on a canine. And if there's any problems, I highly advise that you also discuss with my national government, who's issued all rights. But there's nothing in here, so I don't even know why it would be necessary, but just letting you know.
Because he smells
So let me get this
bro.
straight. You think your so-called government that issued you with a piece of plastic gives you the right to drive under the influence of a drug, and you want this trooper to call your quote-unquote national government to discuss this? Dude, that card is useless in the real world. You've been scammed.
Well, let me just explain where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Marijuana is illegal in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
Little bit like this, less than an ounce, I don't care about. I'm just going to destroy it. You can't be in possession of it.
I understand.
But any amount whatsoever is illegal in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it contested?
That's why I'm going through all this with you. 'Cause
And the only reason that I'm mentioning this is because it's like, as far as national government, and not being a 14th Amendment citizen, Negro, black, colored, I'm Moorish American national.
It's a fucking Moor.
My national government, which supersedes the federal, has issued me
Your government supersedes the national government?
rights.
Well, all I can say is you must be smoking something if you think your fake national government supersedes the federal government and grants you extra dangerous rights.
for it. So I'm just making sure that part is clear. This isn't
This fucking guy.
a
Holy
generic
shit.
thing. This is an actual national. But a lot of people don't know that we actually have
Exist,
an
'cause you
indigenous
don't.
Native American national government for Africans born in America.
How can it be a national government when it's not recognised as legitimate by any of the 50 states or by the federal government? You know, you can't just print out and laminate ID cards and driver's licenses and weed cards and expect law enforcement to accept them. That's not how the real world works.
So, but I'm just being thorough with explaining things, and what do you need me to do
You're not doing a very good job, my man.
so that you can check?
I'm not saying you're.
What do you? Well, no, I understand. So what would you need me to do at this point? Because I really need to get to these patients.
I'm honestly just waiting on another unit.
So that
look real
your
quick
safety.
and get you on the road.
I got you.
Okay.
I understand, for your safety.
I can't have you standing out here while I'm looking in your vehicle.
Makes sense.
That's not
That
safe
wouldn't
for
even
me
make
or you.
Yeah, you definitely would train better than that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I understand.
Now, the whole part about if it's just a little bit, I don't care about it, I'll just destroy it, but you can't have it in the state of Georgia. I respect that. You can't have it. We respect their laws. But either way, I'm a non-citizen. You have no jurisdiction over me. So all you can do is destroy it. But my Utah Constitution says that I can possess.
It doesn't exist. Okay, so wrong. This is called discretion. The trooper can test you and then arrest you for driving under the influence of drugs if that test comes back as positive. But he can use his discretion if he finds just a small amount. And if you have respect for their laws, as you put it, then why do you even have a card that contradicts Georgia state law? And he does have jurisdiction over you. That's why he can stop you for speeding, and probably why you knew to stop.
Okay. So I do this route. I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then another guy does Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
All right. Well, just please keep in mind you got to be slowing down. You can't be speeding like that. Okay.
I understand.
It's definitely unsafe.
Hang on, first his excuse for speeding was that he didn't know the area. Now he says he drives this route Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Okay, so now I'm hoping this trooper picked up on this and now tickets him for speeding, because his excuse is BS.
Not only is it unsafe for you, but for others as well, okay?
I understand. And I'm not seeing the speed limit. I thought I was in pocket, thinking it was maybe 60, 65, where I'm like, I try to stay under 10 miles of it.
I'm going to have you step back here. You can bring your phone and continue to record if you'd like.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to have you step back here to the front of my car, okay?
I'm going to put these down, put my shoes on.
Perfectly fine.
In my opinion, consenting to the search is always the best option.
Well, I mean, because he was going to search either way. Either he was going to call the dogs in and have the dogs do a rudimentary search, and then if the dog gave him a signal, then they would be allowed to search, or he was just going to search anyway. So, it really wouldn't have mattered either way.
Not if the officer didn't smell any weed in your car, it isn't. Has this guy ever heard of the Fourth Amendment, do you think? Don't listen to this guy. You should never just consent to a search. You have the right to be secure in your person, houses, papers and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures under the Fourth Amendment. Is this guy for real?
And as you can see, I continue to engage with the officer, continue to be friendly, find common ground so that you seem normal, make friends, Be allies. Act like an ally. Very important also.
Wait, did you just say you continue to engage and be friendly with the officer just to seem normal? I mean, I commend you for your honesty at least. But at the same time, you're saying you're an ally of the United States, but allies don't undermine or create fake histories and conspiracies about the very country they live in.
Sir, your glove box is locked. Can I open that up?
Yes, because you're probably gonna have to get a dog.
The key out of the ignition?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I say no? Then you gotta get a dog.
Break it open.
It's your decision, but I'm just gonna call a canine.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have time. Go ahead. you gonna pull the key out?
605. Is there any marijuana in there, dude?
No.
Has there been recently?
No.
Do you have a firearm in there?
It might. Is it? It should. I should have taken it out. I usually take it out every night. Or. Oh.
Oops, probably should have mentioned a little thing like your firearm in the glove box, instead of leading with the fake Moorish nonsense.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Wait, that's Georgia. Would that be considered a concealed weapon in Georgia?
I'll be right there.
One more thing to check.
Yeah, just try to remember that way.
Smells like weed and you got a gun.
Yeah.
0 for 2, man.
Does it being locked help or no? It don't make no difference.
So the vehicle is an extension of your home. So you can possess firearm in your vehicle as long as you can legally possess firearm. You're fine to do that in your vehicle.
Because question. I've heard it should be on the seat if the glove box doesn't lock. But if the glove box locks, put it in there. And not to have it on my person while I'm driving, right?
Well, it's your preference. There's no law that says you can't have it on your person.
Okay, in the car.
Yeah, the car is considered an extension of your home. Your place of business is considered an extension of your home. So
right.
You can have that firearm in your vehicle. There's nothing that says, like some states used to have something where if it's in the car, it's got to be unloaded. The ammo's got it. It's none of that. It's just like if you have it at your house. We just ask that when you get pulled over, just say, hey, heads up, I got to
make sure. I actually didn't think I brought it with me tonight. I thought I left. I didn't think I even had it.
And you are an irresponsible gun owner, and you shouldn't be allowed to own a gun.
Thank you, sir.
Just keep in mind, you got to keep them speeds down.
Will do. Will do. I appreciate you, fellas.
Yes, sir. You be safe.
You have a good night, bud.
Peace and love. 55, right?
55.
All right.
So wait, does he have a legit driver's license?
Well, that's how you do it, Nationals. Everything checked out.
No, it didn't.
My ID was just fine. He smelled marijuana, check. Handled that, let me go.
Yeah, but none of this had anything to do with your Moorish American claims or that fake card. The trooper let you off with a warning for your speed, probably because of your honesty about the weed situation. And I bet you have a valid Georgia driver's license and your car is registered and insured. But I will keep an eye on your channel for future shenanigans, just in case. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please drop a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Alright, we'll watch
and if you would
more.
like to support my work, then please check out my Patreon, or consider becoming a channel member, where I offer
Now there's a bunch of... Here we go. 9 minutes.
You are on the road with no license. You guys know this. I'm
Oh, this is the fucking guy that got arrested finally.
You're putting your handcuffs like I'm in the garage. We are detaining you because the way you were trying to walk around. Just close my hood. Okay, you have no plates on your vehicle.
Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Oh,
Remember
shit.
this guy from a traffic stop a couple of months back where he claimed to be the grandson of founding father John Morton? Well,
Grandson.
he's back and must have either got his truck out of the pound or bought himself another one. Either way, he's back with another video where he gets himself
watched this
arrested
one
and gets
already.
his
Oh, well, I'm
truck
gonna watch
towed
it
for
again.
no plates. Right, let's get into the video.
Is there a reason you need to be lighting me up with your lights, sir? Is there a reason you're rolling up on me, harassing me as usual?
You're parked in the middle of the street, and your vehicle doesn't have a license plate on it, my man.
That has nothing. Is that a crime?
Yes, you cannot.
No, it is not a crime.
It's a violation of 5200.
Why'd you ask?
No, it is not a crime.
Hey, my man, don't reach in the car, my man. Come back here. Is your vehicle registered? You have a plate for it?
I'm not answering any questions. I have not committed any crime. Where's the victim?
Listen.
You're not going to roll up on me. No, you listen. You're not going to roll up on me and harass me.
You're going to stop talking to me like this. Reset. I'm asking you about the plates for your car because
You don't need to have any. You have no jurisdiction over me, nor my private automobile, and there's no crime committed. You're not going to roll up on me and start inspecting my vehicle. Step away from my vehicle. Step away from my automobile. This is my private automobile, my private property.
Yeah, and it's parked on a public roadway blocking.
I'm not blocking anyone.
Yes, you are.
Where's someone blocked? There's no one back there.
You're blocking the lane of traffic.
What's your name and badge number? Identify.
It's Deputy Chappelle, 5426.
Chappelle, 5426.
What's your name, my man?
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Hey, sir.
I'm no threat to you. I am no threat to anyone, and I am no combatant. You have no right to search my vehicle, make any cursory inspections. I consent to absolutely zero inspections.
You just need to put your drill down. Right
I'm zero threat to you. I'm not gonna make any moves toward you. You're gonna just not inspect my vehicle, my automobile.
Okay.
I'm here minding my business. I have every right to do so.
Look, sir, if you want to be uncooperative, I will place handcuffs on you.
No, you will not arrest me and place me under any. You will not falsely arrest me and falsely accuse me of any crime. I have not committed any crime.
Take your hands out of your pocket.
I'm not reaching for nothing. I'm putting something in my pocket.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
God bless you. Now step back in the light where I can be seen.
You're gonna stand right here.
No, I'm not. You have no authority over me, sir. You're not gonna just come over here and bully me.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Nothing's going on. There's nothing wrong here.
You're not gonna keep yelling at me.
I'm not gonna keep yelling at you. Then I'll speak with you, but you're not gonna come over here
really
and
ridiculous, right?
No, you're coming over here gaslighting me.
No, we're not.
You guys know exactly who I am. I'm Logan Chase Morton. You're not gonna do. You're not gonna run no.
I love how SovCits have all these different definitions for what gaslighting is. Just depends on the person. It's hilarious.
Games on me.
Yeah, what I need you to do is I need you to relax. Calm down and we can have a
perfectly fine.
Conversation.
Y'all can go about your business. There's no crime committed here.
I just explained to you while we're here.
There's no crime committed. Period.
Period. Number?
Period. No, you have no right to. That is my property. You have no right to intrude and encroach upon my rights. Exactly. You're not going to. Then you're not going to violate my rights. I have no obligation to speak to you. Call your supervisor.
No, that's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna stand right here.
No, I'm not under your authority, sir.
Okay,
I'm under the authority of God. You understand that? I'm under the authority of God Almighty. My name is Logan Morton.
Turn around, Logan. Put your hands.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
My man.
Do not touch me. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off me. Call somebody. Hey, you can't. You have no right to touch me. Get your hands off me. Here. Get my phone.
Give me this phone.
I'll
get it. You can stay right there.
No, you guys are trying to violate every right of mine. Get your hands off of me.
And that's where the camera stops recording, at least from this angle, because he then hands his phone over to some random guy or neighbour or friend to continue recording from the sidewalk. And he does a much better job at recording than the SovCits did. So at least we now get to see the arrest, and we do it without feeling sick from all the erratic motion.
You have no right to do anything to me. You have no right to do anything. I'm not committing any crime.
Oh my god, he is tiny. Holy shit. He's like 5'2".
You guys know this.
You are on the road with no license.
You guys know this. I'm zero.
Either that or that officer is like really fucking big. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that guy's really fucking tiny.
A threat. Did you ever say you're a threat?
You're putting your handcuffs like I'm in the garage.
We are detaining you because the way you were trying to walk around.
Close my hood.
Okay, you have no plates on your vehicle.
That has nothing. Zero concern. I have zero obligation. You just entered my wrist. I'm gonna sue the absolute shit out of you. What is your name?
Yeah.
No, you did not.
I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue.
I never realised how short this guy is. I mean, I've seen him in other videos, but I could never quite gauge his height until now. I wonder who is taller, him or Chili? Let me know your best guess in the comments. Because he only comes up to that sheriff's deputy's shoulder, so is all this SovCit nonsense because he has small man syndrome? You know, the feelings of
Napoleon
inadequacy
syndrome?
because of his short stature and maybe trying to overcompensate it with overly aggressive behaviour. Napoleon complex, anyone?
Napoleon complex, that's what it is.
Just injured me. I do not consent to any searches. Get away from
to make sure you have no guns or anything.
I'm zero threat. We can talk right here. You're not placing me in your car. I'm staying right here, and we can talk all day. Because I haven't committed a single crime. Call your supervisor. Good. I'm right. No, I have no obligation to move anywhere. I have not committed a single crime. You just injured my wrist. You committed assault and battery.
There it is, complaining about the handcuffs, and he hurt his wrist.
Because you are violating my rights. Yes, you absolutely are. I'm standing here minding my business. People come up on me, knowing exactly who I am.
I'm not in this.
What you're doing.
Oh, you don't know him? No, you could be here.
Take
Yeah,
these
totally
cuffs
fine to
off. You
record.
have not
He's asking.
committed a single
You know him?
Yes, it is. You're not going to just come up here and take me to jail for
You're gonna
absolutely
pretend like I'm
zero
not here,
reason
you're
like
gonna
you
talk
do all the time, all day.
It's always poor me with this guy. He can never accept responsibility for his actions. He drives around in an old truck without registration, then kicks off and blames everybody else when it breaks down in the middle of the street. Then he wonders why he's in handcuffs.
Car, what do you think you're doing? Go to the car for what? Who are you? Who are you? You are not God Almighty. You are not God Almighty.
No, exactly. It's not God Almighty, and they're still arresting you.
I have every right to defend myself against assault and battery. No, you're not going to do this. No, I'm not. What are you going to take me out? Kill me somewhere now? What time is it? Pull my car? I'm not asking you what's the hour 145. I'm not asking.
Oh, he's still going. Jesus.
De-escalate and gaslighting, says the gaslighting king screaming and shouting in the middle of the street.
You with him? Or are you just filming?
He's with them. He is with them.
Hey, if he's willing to give the keys to you, will you take the car?
Hello? Answer him.
I'd rather do that than have it. So if he's willing to give you the keys, will you take the car? Can you nod yes or no, maybe at least? Yes or no? You're not willing to take the car? All right, then we'll tow it.
So according to
moron.
the original video description, he was arrested, and as you've just heard there, the truck was towed. The video does go on for another 10 minutes or so, but nothing really happens. He just stands there and records until they leave. So I think that's where we'll leave this video. I'm sure it won't be long before he's back on YouTube gaslighting us all about this arrest. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this one, then please drop me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
I did.
Thank
Thanks,
you also
Van.
to my channel members and patrons for your continued
Everybody
support.
subscribe
It
to
really does
Van.
mean a lot. Right.
Alright. I am going to bed. Watch out for spiders. They're dangerous. I'm gonna